Hi, I'm Alice Byno, and this is the third episode of making a song from scratch, beginner style. A quick side note, if you're on Cubase Elements, you can follow along, but you might see me use some things that are only available in Cubase Artist or Pro. If you want to get a taste of those, feel free to download the Cubase Pro trial. The link is in the description. When I make a song from scratch, I usually start with the vocal melody first, like we had the punchline for this song in the first episode, and then I'll write the music to go underneath it. So that's how we're doing it now, but other times I'll already have the full instrumental and then write a top line to that. So that's a whole other process. If that's you, just import the instrumental in Cubase, create a vocal track that has your mic on it, start recording, play through the entire song, and just sing whatever comes to mind. If it's a melody, if it's just some words that are not really making sense, that's all fine. And then just repeat that until you have a bunch of ideas that you can choose from and actually build on. And even if you don't feel inspired, action leads to inspiration. So just hit record, have fun, and something will come out of it. Back to this project though, I already recorded the music, I wrote the lyrics, so today we'll just be doing a vocal recording session, and then we'll do the editing as well. I don't usually, never, sing punk songs, so I'm going to be adjusting my voice a little bit. Maybe more my talking voice might be more suitable for this, but I'm definitely going to need high energy. So that's actually another recording tip. Always try to be in the song, in the story, because you're really going to notice the difference in the recording. So channel the vibes. Also, practically, you have different ways to record. Maybe you like to sing the lead vocal all the way through and then do that a couple of times so you can pick the best parts. Or maybe you like to record in bits and pieces. That's how I prefer to do it. And in this case, I'm going to start with the chorus because that's the most energetic. And then I can kind of take that energy into the verses. Cubase also has a notepad. So if you're watching your screen while recording, you can put the lyrics in there. And to start recording, I'm gonna set my locators. So Option or Alt click for the left one, Command or Control click for the right one. And then if you click it here, you activate the cycle. So now I can record in a loop. I will be needing plenty of takes because I already know I'm gonna use doubles in my mix. So I need at least one lead vocal to go in the center and then two doubles to go left and right. At the same time, I don't wanna do too many takes because I don't want my voice to get tired. So make sure the track is armed just to tell Cubase you're going to record on this track, and click the monitoring button so you can hear yourself in your headphones.
I don't remember changing the channel. What I am watching now I can't handle, 'cause it's all bad news and I don't know what's true. Like, who's this fool and what's with the other dude? Heading for a sad showstopper. It's like I'm in a bad soap opera.
I was just thinking, if you don't like recording this way with the cycle and you record bigger pieces, but you do want to redo like a sentence or even just a couple of words, then punch-in recording is something for you. So I'll just do an example that makes it very obvious. So I'm just going to count and make a mistake and then correct the mistake. 1, 2, 2, 4, 5. Oops, made a mistake. So what I'm going to do now is replace this second 2, which was a mistake, by a 3. First, I'm going to change a preference. So under editing, cycle follows range selection. That's going to be very handy for this one. So what I can do now is grab my range selection tool, just go like this, and you can see it's already setting the locators now. Then just activate these two, punch in and punch out. You can also do that on the keyboard by using I and O. And what this will do is when I just hit play, so not record, but just play, it's going to start recording at the in point and it's going to stop recording at the out point. So only this one is going to get replaced. So I set this a little earlier so I can, in this case, talk along, and then it's still only going to replace this. Hit play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me turn this one up a little. Monitor off and play back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, of course, you have to deactivate the in and out point. I did that on purpose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. By the way, if you go to settings, record, you can kind of prevent the mistake I just made by activating this one or checking this one. Deactivate punch in on stop. I am going to leave that checked. Okay, so I'll finish recording off camera because that would take too long. And then I'm going to come back to pick the best takes. So now I have all these recordings. And when I click this button, it shows me the lanes with all of my takes on it. And to choose the best parts, which is also called comping, you can take this comp tool. I'm going to solo this track, also solo a lane. And now I can just click through these like that. So let's say I think this is the best part.
You're picking a fight just to pick a fight. The dialogue doesn't sound right.
Then I can just click this here. And now that's going to go right on top on the final vocal. So this is the one you're going to hear on playback. Or instead of going through it like this, I can already select some pieces. So let's select this one, adjust it a little bit, go in here, cut these ones up as well. And now I can just click them. So if I play,
you're picking a fight just to pick a fight. The dialogue doesn't sound right. It's written by a 2-year-old.
So now you hear the one that you click. And before I actually go in, I'm quickly going to add Vox Comp just to make it a little louder.
You're picking a fight just to pick a fight. The dialogue
better. And a little pro tip, before you even start comping, go to track versions, duplicate the track version, and when I'm done with the comping, I'll show you why. So let's do this entire verse just so you can see how it actually goes.
You're picking a fight just to pick a fight. The dialogue doesn't sound right.
If you can't handle a pitchy vocal, skip this part. Or actually, I might add a little, hold on, pitch correct. Something like this. Set my key, A major.
The dialogue doesn't sound right.
So I like this part.
It's written by a 2-year-old. It's written by a 2-year-old.
And this one. Let me go in here.
Cut me out this scene I'm in. Cut me out this scene I'm in. Cut me out this scene I'm in. Cut me out this scene I'm in.
This one?
Cut me out this scene I'm in.
Sure.
Don't wanna meet my evil twin. Don't wanna meet my evil twin.
That one. Actually. Like so. Last part.
I've had it with this show. I've had it with this show. I've had it with this show.
This one?
I've had it with this show.
Sure. So now this is my comp.
Picking a fight just to pick a fight. The dialogue doesn't sound right. It's written by a 2-year-old. Cut me out this scene I'm in. Don't wanna meet my evil twin. I've had it with this show.
All right, sounds good. So now because I duplicated the track version, I can select this, go to audio, advanced, delete overlaps, and it's cleaned up. And I'm also going to delete these parts that I don't need. There you go. Turn my lane off. Clean. And the fun part, I can still go back to my first track version, which still has all my original lanes. So I can just duplicate the track version again, try a completely different comp, easy. That being said, I personally do have the habit of doing it a little bit differently. So I'll have a couple of empty tracks on top, just my lead and my two doubles. And then I'll go in using my split tool. So I'm now just holding Option or Alt. So let's say I want this one. Then I click it, Option and Command or Alt and Control. So that way I duplicate it and I lock it horizontally so it's not going anywhere. I'll drag it up. Oops. That's my lead vocal. Then I'll cut another one I like. Do the same thing. That's my first double. And then maybe this one. Copy, drag it here. So this way I have my lead and my doubles all from the same recording. And you can still do that the way I just showed you with the actual comping tool, but now you know both ways. Okay, so I've done the comping, vocals looking nice and clean. The next thing I'm gonna do is pitch correction. I do like to keep the pitch correct plugin on here. You don't have to use pitch correction, but in most pop music, the listener's ears are used to it. In addition to that, I like to go into VariAudio. That's a feature that's only available in Cubase Artist and Pro. If you're in Cubase Elements and you'd like a little taste of some cool features like this, then go ahead and try Cubase Pro for free. Check the video description for the link. Now, I'm not just gonna pull every one of these segments to the correct pitch, mostly because my pitch correct plugin is already kind of doing that work. But if I catch a note that's way off, or if there's an issue going into the pitch correct plugin, then you can kind of just, like this one might be an issue. So then you can go in and it turns into the split tool and you can kind of
True like who's this?
That doesn't sound right.
True like who's this fool?
And that does. And then you could go into this one, even make another cut. And I could pull that pitch a little straighter if I go here, straighten curve. But if you do that too much, it's going to sound a little robotic.
True like who's this fool?
So I kind of want to keep that the way it was. Same with this one. It looks really weird, like the pitch is going all over the place. But the best thing you can do is just listen to it. And if it sounds good, it sounds good. If something's off, you can go in and make some changes. And in VariAudio, also go in here and make sure you have show all smart controls. That way you can see all of these handles for every segment. Let me make that a bit bigger. So these have all of the functions that you can find in here, but also some other pitch bending stuff. And VariAudio doesn't only fix your pitch, you can also kind of stretch your timing. So let me just exaggerate that.
All bad news and all bad news and all bad, 'cause it's all bad news and I don't.
So you can really manipulate it. Fast forward again, I've checked the pitch for all my vocals. Now for the chorus, I'm gonna fly that over. So I'm just gonna reuse it. So select it, make sure I have everything. Then make sure I have relative grid on and I'm gonna change it to a bar. And now I'm just gonna hold Option or Alt to duplicate it. And it's gonna snap in place. And I have my markers, so that's pretty easy. Do the same thing for the last chorus. There you go. And I'll take some ad-libs and background vocals out of the first and the second one, so I still have some variation. Okay, so now I have my dry vocals, which means no effects, just the pitch correction we did. And I already added a compressor, Vox Comp, but we'll see if we keep that or not. All right, let's have a quick listen to the final chorus.
'Cause I've been acting like I'm fine, but I'm not fine. I don't remember changing the channel. What I am watching now, I can't handle. I just can't handle no more. 'Cause it's all bad news and I don't know what's true. Like who's this fool and what's with the other dude? Heading for a sad showstopper. It's like I'm in a bad soap opera.
I'm gonna do the rest of the mixing later on, but in the next episode, I'm gonna be focusing on transitions, effects, ear candy, that kind of thing, to make the track a little more interesting. So yeah, I hope to see you then. In the meantime, smash the like button, drop a comment, subscribe to the Cubase channel if you haven't yet, and most importantly, have fun making music.